Mr. and Mrs. YouTube, welcome right in. I want to hey, I should have told them about Tell Me a Story. You guys, not only is the cart open for school, but for anyone that's watching Mr. and Mrs. YouTube, if you've been to the school, but there's a little bit of room left in September for Tell Me a Story. So I just wanted to say that out loud. I don't even know who watches these. Anybody in there? Mr. and Mrs. YouTube, come in, please. Debra Silverman, astrologer, talking to you because I just washed my hair. Check it out. Anybody out there? And see how I love the gray. I told her to leave the gray in and it worked. I love it so much. Oh my God. The card is open, you guys. School only opens twice a year, in September and January. And guess what? September 1st, the card is open. We've got 7 days. Count them. You can sign up for school. You want your life changed. I can promise you in no uncertain terms, you'll have your hair grow gray and you won't want to change it because you'll be in love with who you are. You know, Adriana, I feel magic in the air. I've been studying this climate crisis and it's breaking my heart. And yesterday was such a hard day because the moon was in Pisces. Did the moon move into Aries? That's a very good question. I'm going to go look right this minute. And the answer is, ready, kids? Where is the moon, you ask? Debra Silverman is the girl to ask. Uh-oh, they changed the site. The moon's at 0 degrees Aries, Adriana, right this second. Ha! The moon just moved into Aries. We're now in fire. Bye-bye, water. And therefore, you should be impulsive and go sign up. How do they sign up, Adriana?
I'm posting the link in the chat. So you can go ahead and sign up for level 1.
And I'm so glad sign up for level 1. I'm so glad there's 11 people that are in here, that we are in Mr. and Mrs. YouTube's village and you found me and you're watching me and you may not even have ever met me before. And you don't even know what I'm about, that I'm an astrologer and a therapist and I have a school. It's an online school where people's lives change and they get so excited. And then you're going to say, I saw Debra on this YouTube video and she had just washed her hair and it was just after the full moon. And I am telling you, the full moon it was a full moon in Virgo to Pisces, and then it moved into Aries just now. But that full moon was so emotional. How many of you felt it? On Sunday, I was a wreck. Yeah, and then I washed my hair and I felt a lot better. This full moon is always about the same conversation. That full moon in Leo Aquarius was, how do I get to the future? I wrote a blog, you guys, about the future and how I could change the planet. Want me to tell you what I wrote about? It was so interesting. I said, what would life be like if we could all take the indigenous wisdom of our ancestors and our elders and apply it to our society? Like, for example, Adriana, you know who I was just talking to? One of my very best friends, her son, this is weird, just lost his virginity 3 days ago in his bedroom, came out of the room and told his mother, went to the girl's house, told her mother, and said, I'm sorry, we were a little impulsive, and yet we had the best time. Oh my God, why do I know this? Why am I talking about this? But the point of that story is we're in the future. And in the future, there's no shame. That's what she said, the mom said to me. Can you imagine what shame he's not carrying? And how good he got to feel because everybody was so honest and transparent. This is the future. That was the full moon. The full moon was in Aquarius, then it went into Pisces. We had a blue moon because it was 2 full moons in 1 month. Ding, 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 ding. And that's why our school is open. And that's why you're watching this now, because you want to study astrology and you didn't even know it. I'm a poet and I didn't know it. And then I found out. Once upon a time, when time was out of the question, once was all it took to learn a lesson. Just once. Brought to you by Debra Silverman and Company. I wrote that in the middle of the night. Should I do it again? Once upon a time, when time was out of the question, once was all it took to learn a lesson. Just once. What a great, who even made that up? But that's what happens when you study astrology. You find out you're a poet and that you're a know-it, and your children become trustworthy. And so they will say to you, as he did to his mother, I had sex for the first time. And she would say to him, I honor you. That's the future. And that's what YouTube is. We are now on a rocket ship, not to Mars, but to the future. And I'll meet you there. And if you want to come to my school, you guys, you think I'm funny? You think I'm interesting? You love watching these stupid videos? I'll tell you where they're much more interesting and not so funny and stupid is when you take my school. And the video is all about you. And there's only 10 people in a room. And up comes your chart. and you and your mentor study your chart and you take a deep dive and you swim through your chart. And at the end you go, I just found myself. I lost myself and found myself because I took an astrology class. I don't know. Honestly, I ate nothing. I know that at the end of this, Adriana's going to say, Deborah, what did you eat? I ate nothing. This is me in a natural, straight, sober, no food in her body. I did have some ginger, a ginger shot with, should I read it to you? Yes. Ginger, lemon, honey, and cinnamon. Put it on my head. I mean, really, who puts ginger on their head? I mean, come on. It's like a very unique personality type that I have. And I'm encouraging you to be unique and be yourself and study astrology and get to know you. Starting when? Right now. I'm going to take a shot. Watch this. They're going to just laugh. Okay, kids. Woo! You too can study astrology. The full moon just said it's in Aries now, and I'm all perky. Wow, that was wild. Okay, Adriana, YouTube, family of friends, you watched a short video that said, this is now the moon in Aries for the next few days. The card is open. It's an impulsive time to go push the button. And it'll be right there in the comments. You can push the button and sign up for the class and be just like me when you grow up. I don't think anybody wants to be like me, but they do like my energy.